श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदाहृति श्रीवासरंगपरकालमुनित्रयाप्तलक्ष्मात्मरक्षणेत्युद्योगागमान्तम् आचार्य भक्ति परिपूतमनर्गशीलं गोपालदेशिकमुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्ते पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुकतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः. So we are blessed to learn Vishnu Sahasranamam Stotram, and we have been enjoying the meanings. We have been enjoying the meanings of Vishnu Sahasranamam as to the limited capacity of me with the yata shakti, yata mati, whatever strength, whatever lack of knowledge, jnanam that I have. I'm just reading from the Vyakyanam, the commentaries, and try to share with you in English the Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram. So, Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram, as I mentioned, is extremely beneficial for chanting, and it consists of 3 sections actually. As I was mentioning, we start with Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum, and we do all the Dhyana Slokams and all that. So it is a prologue, it is a introduction which gives the background on why the Stotram was composed, why the Stotram was because of the conversation between Yudhishthira and Bhishma. And then after invoking the rishis, the Stotram, Vyasa Maharishi and the Devata, Narayana Devata. So that's why we say Sriman Narayano Devata, and then we start with the 1000 names of Vishnu from Viswam Vishnur Vashatkaro. It is in a poetic format. It is in a 32 lettered Anushtup Chandas. So all are such a simple 2-line slokas, 108 slokas. It's called the Anushtup Chandas, a meter with 8 syllables in a quarter. Total 2 quarters per line, 4 quarters totally, 32 letters, 32 aksharas, 32 syllables. So the 108 slokas consisting of 1008 names, 1000 names of Vishnu. Then comes the Palashruti, the benefits which we will get, that can accrue by chanting this stotra. So that's the typical organization for many stotra. Even Lakshmi Ashtotra Stotram, via Sahasranama, Satanama Stotram, also having the same kind of stotram picture. So the prologue, we saw that it was Yudhishthira who asked the question to Bhishma, which we saw last week and the week before. So he wanted to know how the mankind can attain happiness, the bliss, because if we will not move our little finger without getting a pleasure out of it, we would not move. For pain, we don't do anything. Only for pleasure we do. But every pleasure is associated with multifold pain. So there is one absolute bliss which is mokshananda, which is getting rid of further births and deaths. So that is why Yudhishthira asked, Kimekam Deivatam Loke Kim Vapyekam Parayanam Stuvantakam Kamachanda Prapnuyur Manavashupam Ko Dharma Sarva Dharmanam Bhavatah Paramo Mataha Kim Jaban Muchate Jantur Janma Samsara Bandhana. 6 questions he asked. Who is the Supreme Lord? What is the highest goal of life? By praising which Lord, which deity, auspicious qualities can human beings attain prosperity in this world as well as the blissful life in the next world? By meditating on which Lord, which deity, will human beings attain the prosperity? By reciting which mantra will the man be released from the ocean of samsara. Kodharma sarvadharmana bhavatah paramamataha kim japan muchyate jantur janma samsara bandhana. Of the three means related to the above, just now, the recitation, the praise, the stotram and meditation, which is the best means for attaining the grace of Supreme Deity. Based on your experience and knowledge, Tata, grandfather, based on your experience, please tell me. So, whether it is stotram or recitation or meditation, so Bhishma responds to the above question. So he says, in my considered opinion, because he was a jnani, he was a great bhakti yogi, and he was blessed by so many elders. Yep, in my opinion, Bhishma says, a person can tide over all the sorrows in this world by reciting with undiluted attention, unfettered focus, the 1,000 names of the Supreme Lord, worshipping Him always with devotion. So he says, Bhishma Uvacha, and he mentions that worshipping Perumal always with devotion, meditating upon Him, dhyayan stuvan namasyamscha, and then glorifying Him, praising Him, saluting Him by prostrating Him at His feet and adoring Him. Dhyayan means dhyanam, stuvan, praising, namasyamscha, performing namaskaram, yajamanastamevacha. Then Bhishma adds, of all the dharma are practicing involving kainkaryam, service to the lotus-eyed Vishnu, without any desire for benefit, though worship aradhana, the praise would give you the benefits, you should not aspire for. You should aspire for eternal kainkaryam to the Bhagavan and the Bhagavatas. And that is the best dharma. Through worship, archana, through stava, you should perform kainkaryam to Perumal, Vishnu. And he is none other than Devaki Sutaha, Devaki's son, who is standing in front of me. And note that praising is very easy, and it involves only speech. Poigai Alvar mentions, one of the Alvar says, Na vayilunde namo narana endru solla. Alvar says, utter namo narayana, recite namo narayana, utter Bhagavan nama. Then we say, I don't know how to utter, I don't know how to recite. With your tongue, Alvar says, with your tongue. I don't know where is tongue. Na vayilunde, it is in your mouth. Just move the tongue and it will come, the word will come. Praising is so easy, involving only speech. It does not involve any material, any wealth, any bodily exertion, nothing. Close your lips, inside move your tongue, and in your mind you can hear the sound of your tongue which is moving inside with the Bhagavan Nama. It is open to all. There is no need for caste, color, creed, gender, nothing. It does not need help from anyone else. Other kinds of worship might require wealth, might require other resources, and need to impose other people for their involvement. No such thing here. So in summary, Yudhishthira asked Bhishma, given my despair, given my sorrowful state of mind, I want to expand, and I want to have my jnanam, and I want to know the least effort and get the most benefit out of it. He is speaking on our behalf, a relief from my despair. Please tell me. And Bhishma's response is, chant the 1,000 names of Lord Krishna with bhakti. This does not require any effort. It's extremely simple. We should have a willingness to chant, and that's all. Then we start the prologue. Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. He is dressed in a white cloth. He is manifest everywhere, the all-pervading one. He glows like the color of the moon. He has got 4 arms. And he is Sarvajnan. He knows everything. And I meditate on his smiling, ever-smiling face. And I pray to him, remove all the obstacles on my way. And Vyasam Vasishtanaptaram Shakte Pautravakalmasham Parasharatmajam Mande Shukatatam Taponidhim. This is on Vyasa. I bow down to the sage Vyasa, because Vyasa is the one who compiled the entire Mahabharata, in which this Vishnu Sahasranamam and Bhagavad Gita are part of it. So he is the one who compiled. Bhishma is the one who uttered those names. He is the one who picked up Vyasa. I bow to Veda Vyasa, the sage Vyasa, who is the treasure house of penance. He is the tapasvi, Parama Tapasvi. So, he is the great grandson of Vasishta. He is the grandson of Shakti. He is the son of sage Parashara. And he is the father of Shuka Brahma, the one who narrated Srimad Bhagavatam to say King Parikshit. What a great lineage they are in. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave. Namo Vai Brahmanidaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. I bow down to Vyasa, who is nothing but the Vishnu's Amsam. He is the form of Vishnu. And Vishnu, who is none other than the Vyasa, because it is Vishnu who came as Vyasa. Again and again I bow down to him. He who is born in the family of Vasishta. Avikaraya Shuddhaya Nityaya Paramatmane Sadaika Rupa Rupaya Vishnave Sarvajishnave. Avikaraya, one who is not changing. Because when we are born as a small baby, then we grow, we become youthful, then we slowly, the agony of middle age will strike, then we become lots of problems, knee problems, we become old, grey hair, and then we have a hunchback with a third leg, which is a stick, and then we finally pass away. That change is inevitable for everyone. All beings, all except the Paramatma. And for him, he is not affected. He is never ever affected. Avikaraya, never, no vikaram, no change, no effect. Suddhaya, he is purest always. Nityaya, he is always permanent, eternal. Unlike us, we take different bodies, different beings, different birth. Even though the Atma is the same, we wear several bodies. Whereas for him, no change, eternal. And he is the ultimate truth. Paramatmane. Sadaika Rupa Rupaya. Yes, he is the one who wins everyone. Sarvajishnave. He wins all the mortals in the world. He takes the form of the universe, the beings, because he is the Paramatma and we are like his body. We are like his attribute. We are like his shariram. Yasya smaranamatrena janma samsara bandhana vimuchyate namastasmai vishnave prabha vishnave. Yasya smaranamatrena. The moment, the mere thought of him, the mere thought of Vishnu, thought, no, not even uttering, mere thought of whom, it releases us from the ties of birth and death. I bow before him, the all-powerful Vishnu. Yasya smaranamatrena janma samsara bandhana vimuchyate namastasmai. He removes us, and to him I bow down to the all-powerful Vishnu. Vishnave prabha Vishnave. Then Shutva Dharma Anaseshena Pavanadi Sarvasaka. This is Vaishampayana tells. After listening, after hearing several things about Dharma during the whole life, Yudhishthira from the elders, including Bhishma. Now Yudhishthira asked again Bhishma, the personification of everlasting jnana. So here Yudhishthira Vacha, that's what we saw. Kimekam Daivatam Loke, Kim Vapyekam Parayanam, Stuvantakam Kamarchandaha, Prapnuyur Manava Shubham. There are 6 questions asked by Yudhishthira. Kimekam Daivatam Loke, first question. Kim Vapyekam Parayanam, second question. Stuvantaha Kam, third question. Kam Kamarchanda Prapnuyur Manava Shubham, fourth question. Ko Dharma Sarvadharmana Bhavata Paramomataha, Kim Chapan Muchate Jantur Janma Samsara Bandhana. O grandpa, which is that one God? Who is the only shelter? Who is he whom beings worship and pray and get moksham? Who is the one who should often be worshipped with love? Of which dharma is so great, which is nothing no greater than that? What is often chanted to get free from the samsara sagaram? And Bhishma Vacha, Jagat Prabham Devadevam Anantam Purushottamam. So this is we just saw the answers already. For the remaining prologue, introduction of slokas, we can see that main thing here he mentions that the Purusha that Purusha with endless, if we think of that Parama Purusha with endless bhakti, and if we chant the 1,000 names of Vishnu, of the one who is the Lord of the universe, the one who is the Devadi Deva, God of demigods, all Devas, one who is limitless, we would get free from all the bondages of life. There is one story that one bird wanted to have the taste of the ocean. So the bird wanted to fly into the ocean, but it was scared that it does not know how far is the ocean. So it went to the sage. The sage said, you go as much as possible. When you feel weak, you come back. You can come back. So the sage gave the bird a strength. So it went maybe 1 kilometer, but it started feeling a bit jittery, scared. So it came back. So the bird told the sage that I was feeling scared, so I came back. Then the sage said, okay, do one thing. If you want to go further, have a companion. Take another bird with you. With a mate, it should be easy. You can keep talking. You can go sinusoidal. We see very many birds going together so nicely. Like that, you both can go. So they both went chatting with each other and went for 3-4 kilometers. They also felt tired. They both came back. This time they said, still we could not go longer distance. So the sage said, have a small twig, a small stick. You just maybe 1 foot, 2 feet long stick. So each of you carry half of that stick. Go, keep it in your beak and fly. Whenever you get tired, drop the twig on the water and sit on it and keep gliding, because it'll float and you can glide. Then once you gain some more strength, pick up the stick and start flying again. So it could go to the nearby island. They had lots of fun and came back with the stick. And they went and told sage that now it was very simple. And the sage asked, did you feel any time that the stick was a pain to carry the stick? Was it a burden? They said, first, yes. Firstly, we found a bit troublesome. We struggled. But afterwards, we saw that the benefit which we got from the stick. Exactly. It's very handy, and it has facilitated you, it has enabled you to cross the ocean. Here, the metaphor is equivalent to our samsara sagaram, our ocean of samsara, the ocean of birth and death. we are like the bird. We would like to jump into it, the ocean. We are tempted by the ocean, and we want to go, but still we are scared. So we went, and we want, instead of getting drowned, we wanted to come back, because we had jnanam, we had vivekam, we had discrimination. Then we got married, we had a partner, we thought the life will be smoother with that, and we went together. We went even further, but still we found the partner is also not adding much to the benefit, even though we could achieve some more stuff. Then we came back. The Acharya gave us the Sahasranamam, the Nama Sankirtanam, which is the stick. Uttering that Nama Sankirtanam in spite of all our work schedule is difficult, like the birds having the stick, which is a struggle in the beginning. But once we see the benefit of it, that we can take rest, we can even stay afloat in the samsaram, then we would be benefited by that and be able to cross the ocean. Piravi Peringadal Ninduvar, Nindar Iraivanadi Sheradar. Those who would be able to cross the ocean, and those who do not surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord would not be able to cross. Nindar Iraivanadi Sheradar. Those who have not surrendered to the Lord's lotus feet would not be able to cross. Means those who have done would be able to. Thus, let's have a habit and make it a second nature to recite Vishnu Sahasranamam. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Dhanyosmi.